All right, so I figured out the secrets to confidence growing up, and I'm gonna tell you everything in this video. And I need you to sit tight. I need you to watch till the end because I can't just explain it in 1 second. If you want to fully understand it, then you have to stick around to the end and you have to listen to what it is that I said and what it is that I experienced so that you can apply it to your life and you can start to see changes. Because if you're clicking on this video, then chances are you're either someone who's confident and you want to hear more about the topic, or what I think is the majority of the people who are going to watch this video is someone who feels like they're lacking something about their confidence and they want to know how they can improve it. And if that's you, this video is for you. Stick around to the end. I'm going to tell you everything I've learned, all right? So, starting off, we all have something that is guiding us. Believe it or not, 9 times out of 10, you're just not listening to it. That voice inside your head, it's guiding you. Everywhere you go, it's guiding you. When you see that woman and you think she's beautiful, it's guiding you. It's telling you, go for what you want. Approach that woman. Go up to her, talk to her, do what it is that you want, what you really desire. When you're working your job and you hate it, and your fat manager keeps talking down on you and telling you what to do, and all you want to do is just be free. You don't want to work for someone else. You want to work for yourself. You want to start a business. Your conscience is telling you, it's guiding you. It's telling you, do what you desire. Go for it. Go do it. When you want to start a YouTube channel and your conscience is telling you, start that YouTube channel. Do it. Do what you desire. See, that's your conscience telling you what it is that you should do. However, where people mess up is that they stop themselves because there's a second voice, and that second voice is doubt. That second voice is in all people, okay? Confident people just learn how to overcome that voice, how to silence that voice. They learn to make their confidence stronger than their doubt. But you have to go through what it is that I'm telling you in this video in order to get your confidence stronger to the point where you can silence your doubt. Okay? Because starting off, when you're starting off, you're going to have that voice of doubt, right? Your conscience is telling you what it is that you want, but that voice of doubt is what stops you. You see that beautiful woman, you say, wow, she's beautiful. Conscience is guiding you, but now doubt kicks in. Oh, but what if she rejects me? Oh, but what if she says no? Oh, but what if I feel embarrassed? Now your confidence has gone down. Why? Because you didn't listen and you didn't act upon the voice that was telling you to do what it is you want. You submitted to the doubt. The doubt came up to you and told you, it put doubt in your ear. It put fear in your ear because that's all it is. It's based in fear. The fact that you won't approach that woman is based in fear. You are afraid. You are afraid of what might happen. That's the doubt. And when you listen to that voice, when you don't listen to your conscience, when you listen to the voice of doubt, guess what? Your confidence is going to slowly start to decrease. Over time, the more that you do it, the more it will start to chip away, chip away, chip away, right? People who are outcasts in society, the reason why they're so unconfident is because they've been doing that for so long. For such a long period of time, they've been being told what to do. Go out there, express yourself more, talk to people more. Don't be afraid. Don't have social anxiety. Talk to everyone. Say what you want to say. And 9 times out of 10, they don't listen to that voice and they end up listening to the doubt. And when they listen to the doubt, eventually they become a recluse and nobody really messes with them. Everyone thinks they're kind of weird. And the reason why is because they haven't been listening to that voice. The people who you see and you think are confident, they've just been listening to that voice more, okay? So let's stay on the example of approaching that woman, right? Because if you want to increase your confidence and you want to have confidence levels to where everyone can see you, everyone can agree that's a confident man, it starts with you listening to your conscience and applying it. And it doesn't matter how much doubt you have. It doesn't matter if you're afraid. It doesn't matter what other voices you're experiencing. The only one voice you want to listen to is your conscience guiding you. You see that woman and you go up to her regardless of if you fuck up, right? Because if you are watching this video and you're not doing stuff like this, you're probably going to fuck up at the beginning, but that's okay. I'm here to tell you that's okay, because we all start somewhere and we all mess up when we start. When you start anything, you're not going to succeed right away. Okay, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to succeed right away because it's your first time, right? You have to fail to figure it out. You have to fail to extract the lessons from it and say, okay, I see what I did wrong there. I'm going to do it better the next time. But if you don't have the courage, and courage is you being brave, meaning you still feel what you feel. You still feel the doubt, but you do it anyway. So you have to be brave. You have to have the courage to go and do what it is you want, regardless of what happens, regardless of who tells you anything, regardless of if people mock you, if people laugh at you, who cares? If you want to gain confidence, then you have to. It's a must. There's no way around this. There is no way around it other than doing what it is you know you should do. Because if you think that you're going to gain confidence by doing the thing that is not what you're supposed to do, by listening to the doubt and doing that, every time you want to do something, you just listen to the doubt, you're never going to be confident. I can assure you that 100%. I don't know a single person who sees a beautiful woman, can't approach her because he's scared, confident. No, I don't know a single person who hates his job, absolutely hates it, and does not want to go every single day he wakes up, and he wants to start that business, but he's too scared to try it. He's too scared to take on the financial risk. He's too scared to take on the burden of having to go out there and make the money every day. He's not confident. He's never confident. I've never met a guy. If you can show me that guy, 9 times out of 10, he's lying to you. If you can show me that guy, he's probably overweight. He's probably a guy who hates himself. And he's just saying that. But in reality, most people can see that that guy's not confident. The confident man is the guy who steps up to the plate and does what he knows he's supposed to do. So when you want to quit your job, but doubt is telling you, but your job is safety, your job is security, but you have bills to pay. And what if you make no money? And what if you have to come back to your job? And what if you go broke? And what if, and what if, and what if? And you listen to your conscience and you say, but what if I succeed? But what if I make it? But what if I go out there and I make it 10 times better than what it is I'm doing now? What if I level up? What if I make my situation better? What if I succeed? See, that's where you'll start to gain confidence when you take that step. Understand, like I said, everybody has doubt. Everybody has doubt. When I quit my job and all I knew was to work a job all my life, I had doubt. I was doubting myself a little bit. I'm not saying that I completely doubted myself and I said, I can't do this on my own. No, I believed in myself, but best believe that voice of doubt is still there. But you have to be stronger than that voice. I was stronger than that voice. I quieted that voice and I stepped into what it is I knew I wanted to do. I stepped into it full force. I dove in head first and I did what I wanted to do. And that's how I've gained my confidence over time. That's how I've gained my confidence to a point where I'm confident in anything that I do. Anything that you put me in, I'm confident in because I know that even if I start something, my evidence to myself that I've succeeded in other things that I've tried is my evidence to let me know that even if I start something right now and I don't know anything about it, I'm confident that I will succeed if I try at it. If I try at that thing that I've never tried before, I'm confident I will succeed. Why? Because I have evidence to back it up. I have evidence, okay, I started here, I fucked up, I learned, and then I succeeded. I fucked up here, I went, I learned, and then I succeeded. So what makes me so confident about the fact that anything that I start, I can succeed in? It's the fact that I've done that before, the fact that I've listened to my voice of my conscience and I've stepped into it. So anything I do, I will be confident in. Even if I'm starting off, you got to understand, even if I'm starting off, I'm confident. I will exude confidence even through my failures. Even when I'm failing, I will exude confidence because I'm confident that I will learn a lesson from that failure. I'm confident that I will extract some sort of value from that failure, and that failure was not for anything. I'm confident in the fact that I will fail and I will fail forward. I will fail and I will take that failure, extract the lesson, apply it to the next attempt. Maybe I'll fail again. I'll take that lesson, extract it, apply it to the next attempt, and then the next attempt I will win. But it wasn't because I just succeeded on the third attempt. No, it's because I failed the two attempts and I learned something from it. I learned something from it and I applied it to the next attempt. So if you want to gain more confidence, do what you know you want to do. And the reason why I use the example of approaching that woman is because 9 times out of 10, most guys out there are afraid to go talk to a woman. Most guys out there are afraid. So that's like the most general term I can use. You can apply this to anything in life: job, losing weight, approaching women, whatever it is, learning a skill. But the reason why I use that one is because most guys nowadays, they're not like the old fashioned guys who had to approach women. Nowadays, you have Instagram. Nowadays, you have Twitter. You have all these things, Snapchat. And a guy can just hide behind his phone. A guy can just tell himself that he's confident because he's texting a woman through the phone. That's not real confidence. You don't have to go out there and put yourself on the line. You don't have to go out there and face rejection. You don't have to go out there and face embarrassment if you fail. But you do it anyways to gain your confidence. You go up to that woman regardless. If you are the guy who wants to gain your confidence, I need you to start doing this. You need to start, because I've just heard so many guys who just make up excuses and say, oh, she's not that bad. Oh, but she's not that pretty. And everyone can see that that's an attractive woman, but that guy will sit there and say that she's not. Why? Because he's lying to himself, because he's scared and he's dropping his confidence instead of going for it. Oh, bro, hold on 1 second. I see that beautiful woman over there. I'm going to go talk to her real quick. Boom. Even if you're thinking about failing, stop that voice. Stop that voice of doubt and tell yourself, but what if I succeed? Because you might go approach that woman and you might beat them Doonies down that same night. Have you ever thought about that? And the thing is, you don't think about that because you listen to that voice too much. It's way too loud. But you have to get strong. You have to gain the strength to quiet that voice. Okay, it's all about your self-talk. It's about how you self-hypnotize yourself. Because the way that you talk to yourself, believe it or not, it's very powerful, and it's the reason why you either fail or you succeed. Because if you're in that moment where you might fail and you listen to the doubt and you tell yourself, you know what, I don't think I should do it, I'll probably fail, then 9 times out of 10, you will fail. You will fail. Actually, 100% of the time, you will fail when you're talking to yourself negatively. However, when you're hearing that voice of doubt and you tell yourself, you talk to yourself, I believe in myself. I'm stronger than that. I have the courage. I'm brave. I will do whatever it is I want. I will not listen to that voice of fear. I will not listen to that voice of doubt. Eventually, you get to a point where it doesn't even faze you anymore. It doesn't even faze you anymore. You might get the voice creeping up, but you just shut it up. Shut up, bitch. That's it. That's it. You just shut it up. You don't listen to it. And you keep moving forward because you've stacked up enough evidence. you've stacked up enough evidence for yourself to see that that voice of doubt is irrelevant. Now you've already succeeded several times. Now you've already shown yourself that you can do it. And so anytime that voice of doubt creeps in, you just compare it. The voice of doubt is this big and your stack of evidence is this big. So you compare it and you say, voice of doubt, what the fuck is that? And you gain confidence. You reach a level of confidence which most people won't reach. But when your voice of doubt is this big and your stack of evidence is this big, you can't compare it. You're always going to compare the stack of evidence that you have to your doubt. And if you don't have enough evidence, if you haven't done it enough times to show yourself that it's possible, then you're always going to go with the unconfident route. The unconfident route is the easiest route. The unconfident route is the route that takes the least effort. The route that takes the most effort is the most rewarding. Understand that. Anything in life that takes more effort is going to be more rewarding. So if you go down that path of the path of most effort, meaning you have to face rejection, you have to face your fears, and you overcome them, it's going to be a little more challenging. It's going to take a little more effort, but you're going to gain much more from it. In the end, when you put yourself through that, you become a stronger version of yourself because you pushed yourself to a point where most people would have broken, and you pushed yourself past that point and you became a stronger version of yourself. And that's how you'll gain confidence, all right? Any questions you have, type them down below. Let me know if you have any questions about confidence or whatever it is that you want to ask me about. Type it down below, like the video, and subscribe. Peace out.